I once knew a girl got her titty bit off by a horse.
Titty bit?
Yeah, nipple bit off. She had to do reconstructive surgery.
We got a titty biter.
I've never been the same around horses ever since I heard that story. My titties, I'm always just like, no, thank God. I would never bounce back from that. But like, yeah.
Depends on the titty.
Bit her titty off. Bit the titty right off. I was like,
bit her titty off is the funniest thing I have ever heard.
Like, oh my God. Like for the longest time, because I went to summer camp and I spent a lot of time around horses in my life. And I like for a long time, I was like, don't let them near your titties. Don't let these horses near the titties.
They'll bite your goddamn titty off.
They'll bite that titty right clear off.
Oh my God. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wait, just before you keep going on Hitler, welcome back to the show, everybody. The Isaac Abrams Show. That's what it says. I'm your host, Isaac Abrams. Joining us this week for the second time in the new studio, Laurie Douglas.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, he ate apples.
Oh, Hitler.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like
great.
My favorite thing.
After I just told you about what not to talk about with the neighbors in the studio, I go.
I know that was you though. That was your go-to. You're like, try not to be racist. Try not to say.
Yeah.
I'm like, honestly, I think I'll be fine.
You're gonna be all right. Yeah, I'm talking to myself. Yeah.
You're just like,
yeah.
Hitler, by the way.
Hitler. Thanks for watching, everybody.
When I was in Texas, though, I went to the bathroom and someone had made the baby changing table Hitler.
They made it Hitler?
Yeah, they made like a baby Hitler. Like it took me a second and I was like,
oh, on the baby.
Yeah, I was
they
like,
just gave him a mustache.
Yeah, and then did something with the hair. I was like, oh, that's supposed to be Hitler.
Oh.
Fabulous.
All right.
Fabulous.
Baby Hitler. So
Sad.
you did just get, every time I talk to you, you're just freshly back from somewhere.
Yes.
And this time it's Austin.
Yeah.
Yeah, how was that?
I loved it. I'm obsessed with Austin.
Yeah.
I am obsessed with Austin.
So you're moving.
I want to be there monthly if I can. I love LA, so I want to always like have my feet in LA, but I really, or toes. I don't know what it is.
It's feet.
Feet. Like I want to be, I would love to be, I don't know if that's not bi-coastal, Tri-City.
Whoa, buy and try. Okay. Wow.
I would love to throw
start.
the try and do New York, but like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Just pop between.
Got to give New York a try, you know?
Yeah, New York. I went a while back ago and I fucking loved it.
Dude, if I'm going anywhere, I would love to go to New York.
New York was amazing.
During the summer. You don't want to go during the winter. I think I'm going to turn your mic up real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah, turn it up. You want to go in like fall and spring. It gets really hot there in the summer. Apple.
We got an hour of pre-chat and
so
then
much.
4 false starts. And now, welcome back to the Isaac Abrams Show, everybody. Well, we did the intro. I'll use the other one. Let's get right into it.
Yeah, let's do it.
What is, we were talking about Austin.
Yes.
I want to get back to Austin.
Yes.
But do you have a recent, like, embarrassing and or thing you would never tell anybody that you just want to share with the whole world right now?
Something embarrassing.
You don't have to. But I was thinking like this season I would just dive a little deeper into people's personal lives.
I've definitely done some Insta stalking.
Oh.
Some like I mean, I don't know what it is. Like, I think it's growing up. I loved Nancy Drew and like Mary-Kate and Ashley's mystery solving.
Oh, sorry.
And so like, I like a good mystery. So if a guy I'm dating seems like kind of like what's going on, I'll find out. Or if like my friend has something, they're like, can you dig into this? I'm like, give me a second. And I will know like way too much.
Okay. So.
And that's not, when you get your intuition and you do it and then you're right, you're like, but I'm right.
Yeah.
But then
it's
they're
okay
like,
if you're right.
But you really dug deep.
Okay, so how does that process start? Like, let's just use all fictional names and characters,
okay,
right? Let's just say that I was dating somebody and I was like, Laurie,
yes,
I think that this chick may be, or this person, who knows, non-gender specific person
totally.
is maybe not being as faithful as they claim to be. And then Laurie,
say, give me
LD
a
on the
second.
case. And then what happens?
I would be like, okay, I'm going to look at her Instagram. We're going to go deep. We're going to figure out comments, who's commenting, who's like, then we'll go and look at tagged photos, see what's going on in the tagged photos. Then you go to the people that they're tagged in the tagged photos, and then you can really find out some shit.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. I'm not proud of that.
But that all tracks and it all makes sense.
It does. It's really pretty easy.
But you also have a very specific talent, like Liam Neeson. Like, I have a very specific set of skills, and your skills are in social media.
Yes. Yes.
Do you cross platform, or are you going?
I will cross platforms. I will get into a LinkedIn, and sometimes that'll fuck me up because they'll figure it out because there's always alerts with LinkedIn.
Oh no.
One time I dated a guy and I like he didn't have any social, and so I was like trying to figure out, like, social's nice because you can kind of like figure out somewhat of like what the deal is with the person, right?
You get
or a vibe,
or at least what they want to project to the world.
100%, which a lot of times is fake, but. Like he only had LinkedIn, and he was kind of like not very specific on things. So, and of course, like I was very intrigued, like I got to figure out this mystery. And at one point I was like, is he homeless? Is he like
homeless with
married,
a LinkedIn?
or is he in a relationship? He had a job, but like he was like weird. He was very obscure about where he lived and stuff like that. And he would tell me like different streets that like didn't cross. And
you never went to his house?
No, and that's why I was like, something's up.
Did he go to your house?
No, we never, like, I never got to a point where I like let him come and like be at my house and stuff like that. Or come inside me. Yeah, like that kind of thing.
We never got intimate to the point where I let him come. Hilarious.
But no, like I just was always like, I couldn't tell.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you can't figure out if someone's a psychopath or not, you shouldn't be letting him come.
Yeah, but he had a beard, so I was like, okay, if he was going to kill me, that's too much DNA to drop.
That's where you're going with that? Mm-hmm. Women's minds think so much differently.
No, I'm just psycho.
They're like, oh, well, if he was going to kill me, he wouldn't have a beard.
I'm like, that's way too much DNA to drop. And then when he did shave it, I was like, I'm good.
Oh, yeah.
He sent me like just the shavings in the sink, and he was like, no good things happen after midnight. I was like, does that mean you're going to kill me?
That's creepy.
I know. And then I was like, I'm never talking to you again.
And everybody looks good with a little bit of stubs.
100%. Like that was the big thing, is I was like, I don't know what's under there.
Yeah.
That's always like I can get with guys with makeup, because beards is one of those things where like you don't know what's going to happen. Did it go black again?
It's blinking like
it's
crazy.
Haunted.
It's possessed.
It's haunted. I love hauntings.
Oh yeah, we talked about haunting stuff last time. Have you had any new recent hauntings?
No. I've been like very open to it, but not.
You're just like, I'm ready to be haunted.
Hello. No, they were telling me that at Sunset Strip in Austin that it's haunted, and so I was kind of like, but I don't want to see a ghost ever.
Really?
No.
Oh.
Like I'm
Guys,
fine
take the ghosts out.
I'm fine if they like move things around and stuff, but
you don't want to see who it is moving it.
Yeah, especially if they're like, I mean, if they're like cute and like if they look cute, or like if they're like angelic kind of looking.
Yeah.
But like if one comes out and it's like, let's say like missing chunks of their, and like
face.
That to me would be like, that would be truly.
See, that's why I don't want to see them, because I assume that they're all Walking Dead.
Yeah, like I'm hoping that they like maybe look like the best that they looked at their favorite time. Like
That's so sweet.
But I hope that a ghost would decide. I think you get to choose. Like some people could be like, yeah, I'm gonna look fucking scary, and then one person's gonna be like, I'm gonna be a beautiful ghost.
Yeah.
I would choose to be a beautiful ghost.
Wouldn't everybody, if they had the choice? Sign me up for that ugly ghost shit.
I want to be ugly as
I'm trying
fuck.
to spook some
Scare
motherfuckers.
people. It would be fun.
Do you base your opinion of people on their Halloween selections?
No, I've never really thought about that, but now I will.
Okay. Sweet.
Yeah. Like, I mean, are you saying like if someone's like, I want to be scary all the time?
Right. Like if someone's just like, I want my arm cut off and blood dripping.
Yeah.
It's like that. I think those people would be scary ghosts.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think those people would be definitely scary. I mean, they're kind of already, some of them are already kind of a little scary.
If you could haunt anybody, past or present, who would you haunt?
Marilyn Monroe.
You would haunt Marilyn Monroe?
Yeah. Or actually, I honestly, JFK, I want to know what's going on. I'm curious.
You just hang out, watch him and Marilyn?
Yeah.
Or Jackie?
Yeah, and just hang out with Jackie O. I think I'd do that. Maybe I would like to haunt. I would just, like I've told it, I love gossip, so I would want to know all. I want to be on the tea.
So you'd want to like haunt like Perez Hilton or something. Oh, you don't like Hollywood gossip?
No, yeah, like I would
you'd
want
haunt
to
the Comedy Store.
Yeah, or like I would want to haunt like the White House and like see what's going down.
I don't
really know if I feel like there's not a lot happening in the White House.
No.
But like somewhere, see, clearly I wouldn't be a very good ghost. I'd be like, where do things happen?
Like the boardroom of like a bajillion-dollar company.
Yes, like I would want to, Elon Musk. I think I would want to haunt him.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know how much time I'd actually want to spend doing this, but I think I'd haunt maybe Donald Trump just to.
I think it would be really fun to haunt Donald Trump. I think he's like, there's things about him, of course, but he's oddly like, I can't like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I bet
bet
he would be so fun. I bet he'd get so mad. I would just love to see him just like.
I think better than haunt, maybe just like surveil. You know, just throw a couple cameras in there. You can turn on and off whenever you want to. Because, you know, what doesn't he eat like a Big Mac for lunch every day?
I didn't know that.
I don't know. I mean, he brought fast food in for some Super Bowl team or somebody that visited the White House.
That's probably not the best choice.
Did you hear Biden yesterday or very recently at a speech say he stumbled on his words and he's like, we have to reelect Donald Trump?
No, he did not.
Yes, dude.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's like, well, I mean, you know what I mean.
You know what I mean.
We're like, no one knows what you mean.
No one does, and I don't think he does.
Look, I don't care what side of the aisle you live on,
Yeah.
red or blue. I don't even know which is which. But like the fact that these are the two best things that we have to offer our country right now, it's just sad and depressing. Like which old senile white dude do you want to run the country next?
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. I'm just like, I know we got some good people. There's got to be someone out there.
Right.
There's got to be somebody.
Yeah. I can't think of one, but
yeah, I can't really either.
You should run the country.
Yeah, I mean, if we break down speeches, though, I can't even imagine the wrong shit I would say in my speeches.
Well, you wouldn't have to write them. You just have to say them.
Yeah, I'm dyslexic, though, so I fuck them up all the time. I know.
Oh, right. You can't do the reading.
I can, like, do the reading, but, like, definitely, like, I mean, I could probably see myself being like, we need to re-elect Trump. I mean, I would get names mixed up. That would be the real hard thing, is I'd have to do a bunch of names.
You fuck around and be like, taxes are free for everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, it would be, I think that'd be a lot of pressure.
To be the president?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, I think at the same time, no. I mean, have you seen what they look like after 4 years?
Yeah.
They're done.
They're toast.
They're toast.
They
and we all are
old.
just like, fuck you,
Yeah.
fuck you. It's like,
I don't get why we only have two parties, because it's, you know, half the country's pissed off all the time.
yeah, 100%. But I think that that's just kind of how it is.
It's the best you're going to get. If 51% of the people are relatively happy all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you happy?
It depends.
This is a
on
hard
the
left
day.
turn to
it
like.
It depends on the
yeah.
day. It depends on the day. But yeah, I
Overall,
feel happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel happy. But I definitely think that, like, I think comedy in general sometimes doesn't, like, when you're pursuing something, it's sometimes, you know,
Desperately depressing.
it can be really depressing sometimes.
Yeah,
Like I don't know. My dopamine and serotonin gets so much gets released whenever I'm like either on a run of shows or I'm on the road or doing something like that when I come back home, I literally feel like a true depletion of
yeah.
to the point where I'm like, okay, we just got to wrap up. You had like a lot going on, so now you're having to come down. And
Yeah.
I'm like seeking that next like hit of you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
not like in like the next hit, but just,
Right.
you know, I feel it in my body. I'm like, oh man. Yeah.
Dude, I totally get it. And it's tough to balance that out, because it's like, okay, not every day can be like a roller coaster. Well, I mean, every day can be like a roller coaster, but not every day can be the peak of the roller coaster.
100%.
Some days have to be valleys.
Yeah.
I had a valley day yesterday.
Yeah.
I just laid around and watched TV all day. I haven't done that in fucking forever.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes you need to do that, because sometimes I think even though like I'll spend some time and I'll be relaxing, but I'm not really actually present in just the relaxation. I'm thinking about all these other things that need to happen.
Yeah, or doom scrolling on your phone.
I scroll a lot on my phone. It's awful. Between like I do social media for a lawyer in a law firm, and so like I'm on social media all the time. But I'm sick of it. But for some reason, once I'm done with work, I'm like, still fucking
Now it's
scrolling.
me time.
Now it's time for me to do it. It's the stupidest shit. And then you look at some stuff and you're like, I love it. And then other stuff, you're like, fuck, I'm not doing enough. That's like my biggest thing. That's my biggest Achilles. I never think I'm doing enough. And honestly, sometimes I'm not.
I read this thing the other day from a social media expert that said every day, 4 to 6 stories.
Yeah.
4 to 6 reels per week, 2 or 3 carousels, which is the the swipey squares.
Swipey.
And then it turned out to be like 40 pieces of content a week.
100%. I mean, it's
only know 2
consistency.
people that are doing that.
Yeah, it's consistency. But I see people now that I know who have been really consistent with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen now that they have videos that pop, and then the consistency pays off because that video pops, and then they go to that page, they go to your page, and you have tons of content that they can get immersed in, and then you soar. Then you fucking soar. Hasn't happened to me yet, but bitch is waiting to soar.
It will.
I need to get my clips cut. That's my thing. I can edit And I'm like, I can do it. And then like, I never do it.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
sucks.
because I'm like, I just need to like, I need to suck. I need to be better about the idea of like, not suck. I need to suck it up and pay the money, because it's like, you got to figure out like, what is it? The whole thing with just like how much time versus the cost. Like
your time is worth more than your money.
Exactly. And it's just like, it's just got to be done.
Yeah. Plus there's some other comedians that would love the work.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
100%. So it's like, just needs to get done.
Yeah.
But the clips are where it's at.
Yeah. That's why you're here. For the clips.
For the clips. Sound bites.
So be funny.
So be funnier.
Do something funny.
Something
I need
better.
a viral moment now.
A viral moment now.
Yeah.
Should I burp?
No, but I thought of a new segment.
What's your segment?
But it might not happen now. So I don't know if this is funny or not, but I think that at some point I want to give you permission to fully overreact to something that doesn't need to be overreacted to.
Okay.
So just put that in your pocket, and then just in the middle of some mundane sentence or however I'm talking right now, just fucking launch the nukes. Yeah. Or I also reserve the right to completely overreact to something that you're going to say.
Perfect.
And then it'll just be like talking to my ex, I guess. Just completely overreacting.
Yeah.
That's not why I brought it up, but I think it'd be funny in the middle of nowhere to just
lose your shit.
Yeah.
Get unhinged.
Can you think of the last time you lost your shit? Put that
on somebody? Like yelled at somebody? I lose my shit all the time. Like whenever somebody's like, I'm like, God damn it.
Do you lose your shit on yourself? Are you positive or negative to yourself? What's your self narrative?
It depends on the month, but the time of the month.
Okay. I'm glad you said it.
but like for me, I try to be positive, but I'm definitely like, I have a little bit of like a cynic. I'm like a little cynical. So I definitely like with myself, I can be very just like when a good thing happens, I could be like, well, yeah, there's also like people doing a lot more than what you're doing.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
And then I'm like, well, if you're never going to tell yourself good job or feel good about like the little progress that you make, then like,
what's the point?
Yeah. What's actually the point? You're never going to actually feel good about anything.
Yeah. No, I'm that way. I'll just, even if I accomplish something that's like really great.
Yes.
I'm like, well, just a step on the ladder, bud. You got a long way to go, pal.
100%. And some of that's like, have you ever heard of like inner family systems or whatever? It's internal family systems. It's like where there's like different software? No, it's like different parts of you and your personality, and thinking about like someone who's like maybe a little bit harder on you is like you're more of like your father's side that's like telling you like, oh, you're not doing. And then there's like the performer side of you. Like I have a friend of mine who was like, every time she performs, she's like, I just for some reason like spiral and we'll talk like it's not gonna be good. I'm not gonna do good. And I'm like, you can't do that because you're like that creative like experimental like child side of you. You're crushing it before you go on stage with whatever side of you doesn't fucking want you to do good. You gotta like feed yourself on both sides. The positivity thing is huge.
I think so too. I also think that you decide before you go up how your set's gonna go.
100%. And 100%, like if you're like, have you ever had times like where you're like in the bathroom, like or whatever, and like hearing everything, and you're like,
yes, I have been to the bathroom.
Have you ever been to the bathroom?
What's that like?
Have you ever been?
Now it's zany morning radio.
You're like waiting to do your set, and you're like hearing everybody just lose it. And if you like let yourself in your mind be like, oh my God, I'm not gonna do as well as that, or like whatever the fuck, then like you don't.
That happened to me on Wednesday.
You don't do well.
There were two absolute murderers up before me, and I was like, you just got to pull it together. You just got to pull it together. You have to choose to have a good set.
You have to.
Yeah.
You have to be, and like sometimes even too, I can like feel my nerves coming, like just even like bellow, like just right in here. And I'm like, okay, how are we going to process this? We're going to process this with like, make it shit, or it's going to be like.
Your belly is telling you to make a shit.
I need different words because right now they're not coming together.
Say them backwards. You're dyslexic.
But yes, the nerves can either turn into shit, literally, or like you can turn it and like have a really fucking good set and just have that. That like
the shoulder swag.
You know, whenever you're getting into it, you can like feel it in your cadence.
I haven't gotten that far yet.
Yeah.
So I'm only doing like 7-8 minutes right now, but I really want to get to that point where it's just like pow, pow, pow. Like I know like 3 or 4 spots where I know I'm gonna get a big laugh, but I want the like laugh.
Yeah. I feel you on that. Don't we all?
Yeah.
Don't we all?
There's some comedian somewhere that's like, no,
I don't want
wanna
people
be
to
funny.
fucking boo me.
We'll be right back after these messages from who's our sponsor this week?
Celsius.
Celsius. What?
Do you lose energy fast?
Oh, should we?
You need to feel good.
Wait,
Celsius.
I thought Celsius was a beverage of alcohol.
No, Celsius is an energy drink.
It doesn't have alcohol in it?
No, fashioned as a healthy alternative.
How are we doing ASMR now?
Hello.
Hello, Laurie.
What if the whole episode was done like that?
It would do very good numbers.
It would be like a slightly unsettling, but it sounds so good though.
There'd be something for
Somebody
everyone.
talks like this.
Yeah, that's you.
And then they tap the mic.
And then they're tapping, and then they're scratching.
Oh yeah,
I've
got really long nails.
I feel like we talked about ASMR last time.
I love ASMR or ASMR.
Yeah, me too.
Whatever it is, I love it. I watch this one
ASMR.
chick eat food sometimes. I'm not proud of it.
Is it a mukbang?
I don't know, but she eats.
Does she eat a whole table full of food?
Yes.
Is she American?
No.
Okay.
I watch it and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, what is she gonna eat next? I can't watch when she eats like the really exotic things.
Like a squid or
Like when it's
octopus? That's things that are still moving.
Yeah,
and you
I'm
bite
like,
the heads
I
off?
can't.
Yeah. No.
I can't.
Some things don't need to be on the internet.
But I love whenever she eats like the fruit that's covered in sugar.
Do you eat fruit covered in sugar?
No, all I can think is cavities. But she really chews through it. Yeah, but I can't.
Are you still cooking stuff?
Yeah, I love cooking. Well, during COVID, I was obsessed with it, and I was like, I'm going to make a cookbook, a virtual cookbook. Da 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 da. And then I never
Cooking with
finished
LD.
it. Cooking with LD. I filmed so much content.
Yeah, and you're
haven't
putting it out a
edited.
lot.
And I was
Wait
putting
a
it
minute.
out.
Seriously, you have it filmed?
Huh?
You have the content
All
shot?
the content's filmed. I have probably like 30 recipes filmed. And then I have some because I was staying with my mom. So I have some with I have some where I'm actually talking and cooking.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And then I have some where my mom's cooking with me.
Do you have a YouTube channel?
No, I mean, I have one, but it's, you know.
Did you shoot him hamburger or hot dog?
I think I did hot dog.
Upright.
Yeah. But I think I might have done a little bit of mix of both.
That's
But
fun to edit.
I know, right?
Yeah.
But I want to say I probably did more of the vertical because of just thinking more.
For social.
Yeah. But
So you're sitting on a mountain of cash.
I'm sitting on-
basically.
yeah, pretty much. Because the recipes were great. But now when I look at them, like at that time when I shot them, they looked great. But now when I look at them, like, oh, it needs to be more clear. Like it's actually doesn't, like I should have shot this all in 4K. Like that's what I'm thinking when I'm looking at it now.
No, did you light it?
I lit it some. Like
Yeah.
I definitely did. But I'm sure I could fix it. But it doesn't look like now the cooking videos that I watched that I'm like,
Yeah.
they're
Were they your
beautifully
recipes?
shot. They are mine mixed with like you get a recipe and then you switch up stuff. I will always switch up a recipe. I'm not like was like
You just take the milk out and you.
let's do milk says water, but let's add milk.
And we're gonna make muffins for the first time ever in history.
Ever. No, like I mean, is any recipe really someone else's?
I mean, you would
or
hope
someone's,
that when
like-
you go to a restaurant, the chef has created something that no one else has created.
Totally, but I'm saying like everyone on Instagram, I don't think is like thinking up all these recipes.
Okay.
They weren't like handed down from generation to generation.
Oh, were yours?
Yeah.
This one's from my great grandmother.
This is my great grandmother. So we're gonna add Campbell's soup to this.
Yeah, Campbell's soup, grandma's Campbell's soup.
Yeah, yeah. But I do love to cook though. Yeah, and I should probably edit those videos, and I probably should do something with them.
Yeah, we'll be right back after Laurie edits all of her videos.
After I edit all my videos, I'll see you guys in 3 years.
Oh, I hope it doesn't take long. What if you can
Because
you
I
edit?
smoke weed the whole time, so I'm like,
Are you still smoking?
yeah. I sat.
That's why you haven't finished your fucking videos.
Yeah. Have I finished my script? I have the best script ever that I
Yeah?
need to fucking finish.
Is it outlined?
Yes, but like
No more
loosely.
weed until you're done with all this
I
shit.
know, and it was so it's because whenever I was writing it, I like fucking love Steve Martin, and so I have a part for Steve Martin in.
Better hurry up. He's almost dead.
I know, that's why I'm like I really need to move.
Yeah.
And when I first started writing it, I got a letter in the mail, fan mail for Steve Martin.
Stop it.
I swear on my
Stop it.
fucking life, I got a letter to Steve Martin with my address.
To Steve Martin?
To Steve Martin.
To Laurie Douglas? To Steve Martin? From Steve Martin?
Not to Laurie Douglas. It was like a fan letter to Steve Martin. And
Mailed to your address.
Mailed to my address. And I opened it. I know you're not supposed to.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, I might have opened it.
Yeah. It was already open, right?
It was already, like, it wasn't even sealed.
Right. Because that's the federal part that you just admitted to.
Yeah.
Crime.
Can we cut that out? But yeah, I got a
Probably
fan.
not.
Probably not. Yeah, it was like already
Because I edit
open.
like you edit.
I know.
Steve, but what is this lady saying to Steve Martin? How old is she?
I can't tell, but definitely the writing's a little like
In crayon? Was it
not in
young?
crown. It looked young. It looked like
Was it cursive?
it wasn't cursive. It wasn't cursive.
Oh.
It was kind of like a little blocky, like just like what was it like? Like, and then it had like a questionnaire of like what was it like to work with Selena Go? Like all these little things, and then it was like, could you please send me back an autograph? An autograph.
There's a Selena fan asking Steve
Yeah,
Martin to
and-
get to Selena.
Yeah, but also asking about
Yeah.
like him and like how he loved him, and there was a whole thing, and then like a little letter in there that already had a post-it like, please send me back an autograph and like answer these questions and send it back to me.
Some intern somewhere is like, we got another one.
We got another one, and I'm like, if I ever make this movie with Steve Martin, I'll get him to sign
Yeah.
something, or hell, we'll fly that guy out so he can meet Steve.
You know, oh, did you save his name? Save the letter?
I did. I saved the letter. I will save that letter.
What if that person ends up being the love of your life? What if it's a guy? That's your second movie. I mean, it's probably already ruled himself out by writing fan letters.
I know. I was like, I don't know if I could ever be with a guy that wrote fan letter. I did write fan letter though when I was growing up. I wrote so many times to Britney Spears and to Jessica Simpson.
Okay.
Which is so embarrassing. I was like, please. One time I gave my address to someone on AOL.
Oh no.
They sent me a thing. They were like, I'm Britney Spears, and they sent like a voice, and I was like, it's totally Britney. And I was so my parents.
Like they didn't record Britney's voice.
I know. My parents are so lucky that no one showed up killing us, because I gave our address out all the time. I had so many people telling me they were sending me autographs.
Oh my God.
I should not have been allowed to use the web
Yo.
at that point in time. I was just like,
I hope your dad was Chris Hansen.
LimeWire. No, I didn't even have one at the time. So like,
Dad?
yeah, he croaked a little bit ago before the internet.
Oh.
Yeah, or he was around, but
Yeah.
I think. No, actually, he was there for a little bit, but yeah,
Yeah.
it was definitely
Sorry, I thought it was more recent.
no. It happened when I was like 11.
11.
Yeah, 11. I freak out. They're like, that's not where you're supposed to freak out.
Yeah. No.
Can you not just start crying? You're like, this was not what we
Yeah.
wanted.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, died when I was 11. But that's what my script's about with Steve Martin. So I'm like,
Right.
I want it to be made so fucking bad.
Well, do you have?
That's my bucket list.
Well, what kind of budget are we looking at? Like 6, 10, 8 million?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Okay, can we just bring in the
And
6,
he's
10, 8 million,
he's
please?
heavy in it. It's not like he's like, you know.
I mean, his quote's pretty high. Most of that.
I'm
movie-
sure. I'll find the way.
Okay.
I'll find a way.
Okay, can you find a way to stop smoking weed and write the fucking Rex?
I know,
script?
right?
Yeah.
I know. I'm like, how can I offboard this?
I'm just picturing
I'm
you.
a talk like, but when I write, like I'm not like a normal like sit at my desk type of writer. Like I like to walk and talk out the scene, and I'll like record it, and then I
you film
transcribe
yourself
it.
like kind of.
I don't film it. I just like will record it like how you voice memo when you're on stage.
Right.
And I'll work a scene out. And
I
then,
don't voice memo on stage.
You don't?
No, I
well,
bring-
you're always recording.
I have. Video,
I can't
video
like
cameras.
even if I'm recording, I will bring another phone or bring something else to record, because it's just like I don't like the sound quality on my phone when I record it for shows.
No, in my head, the reason I was chuckling is because I just thought of your rap name being Laurie Two Phones,
Tilly two phones.
or like your mafia name. Hey, we got Laurie Two Phones.
We got
in the
Laurie
house.
two phones in the house.
Yeah, she can't. She's got to scroll on TikTok on one and Instagram on the other.
I will be real though. I do feel special when I have two phones, but the other phone's old, so I feel poor. But
I think you shouldn't feel special for having two phones.
I think two phones is kind of cool. When I see someone with two phones, I'm like, they're busy.
If I see somebody with two phones, I go, that's somebody's assistant.
Oh, I never thought of it like that.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh.
Rogan has two phones though.
I mean, I always am like, whoa, they got their business phone and they
Yeah.
got their play phone.
The least-
or I'm like, that guy's shady as fuck.
The smaller your key ring and the least amount of phones, the more important you are. For dudes.
Really?
Speaking of dudes, didn't you date Andrew Tate for a little while?
I did. We're still dating, actually.
Sorry, he's in jail.
I know it's been tough. I'm waiting for the sabbaticals.
Yeah, the sabbaticals? You mean the conjugal visit?
Yes.
We're going to take a break. The sabbaticals.
I guess it just like subconsciously knew that there needed to be sabbaticals with him.
You need a sabbatical from smoking weed.
Sabbaticals. Oh my God, so annoying when I say stupid shit.
No, that's what we're here for.
I know,
We
but
have
I'm
to
always
say
like, God
silly
damn it,
shit.
I want to sound smart.
Okay.
I just keep.
Here's an opportunity
Can
to
I
sound
put my
smart.
feet? No.
Yes, put your feet wherever.
I hate being that person, but I love to put my feet on.
You know, if you know,
My mom would be so disappointed.
do you want to know how to get real numbers?
How?
Take them shoes off.
Oh, I bet, but I need to get those numbers.
Oh, yeah, we could put it on. No, you gotta.
They're dirty.
That's fine. Mine are dirty.
They're not like, but yeah, the feet is definitely the money grabber.
Oh my God.
But there's just all of it to me feels like this might be the negative side of me, but I'm like, God forbid I do a foot finder or I do like an OnlyFans and I commit to it and I make $25. Like that to me would really, like I would.
Can't handle the rejection.
I couldn't. Like if I was putting my titties out and I was getting like $25, like, cause some of my friends that have done it, they're like, yeah, like I sent like a picture of me making out with a guy. You gotta like give him a price that keeps him coming back, cause you'd rather have returning customers. And I'm like, this is just too much.
It's a lot.
That's a lot.
But I think if I had even one titty, I would be on OnlyFans.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely money on the table, and nothing wrong with. I mean, there's now guys that what they basically are the ones messaging everybody back. It's not even the chicks.
Oh yeah, we know a comedian that works for his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's 1%er or whatever. But I know a young lady that's into she does a fitness Instagram kind of thing, and she just puts her ass on Instagram for free. Mm-hmm. I'm like, bruh, go step in some Jello and get some money.
Yeah, totally. I mean, the feet ones. Someone told me though, like it's like weird stuff you have to do, like feet. Like your feet have to have Christmas. Your feet have to like go to the park. Like
you got to step in peanut butter and then you got to step in Jello. You got to get a baby pool. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, but
I
I
would be
mean,
really
baby
good at
pool
it.
to like. I mean, you could set it up here.
Yeah, I'm not doing feet shit in here
Mm-hmm.
unless I'm getting half.
Men, I feel like that even the guys make money doing it, but I don't know.
Yeah, but then you got to like do wiener stuff with your feet.
Oh,
Yeah,
that starts
it's
to escalate.
It's a little less.
It's less like twiddly dee. It's more like,
it's more like here we go.
get in there.
Yeah,
Get in there with them feet.
and I'm not trying to do like lower ab workouts by giving foot jobs to.
Honestly, it's a great
Smurfs.
2 birds, 1 stone.
Yeah, that's the name
2
of.
birds, 1 stone would be the name of.
Holy shit! What if we started a podcast called Two Birds, One Stone instead of Two Bears, One Cave, and we competed at that level and we got those kind of numbers?
That would be amazing.
It would be amazing.
I would be. So
I've
about
often thought about just getting rid of guests and just asking you to be my co-host.
that. Why not? But we'd have to ask. But I think it would be fun to bring in ghosts. Or
Okay, thanks for watching.
I am just thinking about ghosts. I'm thinking about ghosts. I think I low-key want to see one bad, but I'm so scared.
Do you?
I think I do. You know?
What if I just snapped and the lights went out?
I would just be like, oh.
Oh, I wish I had a remote.
Because I kind of like think it's fake, but kind of real. Like astrology. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I kind of like that fun mystery stuff, but
Right.
I'm not like really invested in it, but it's fun.
Yeah, the thing about astrology is like, how can there only be like 12 different types of people?
But there's not, because once you do your chart,
Here we go.
you have so many other elements.
Yeah.
So like your emotions are driven by a totally different sign than like what your sun sign is. So like your moon sign, it's a
it
thing.
has nothing to do with my childhood traumas. Or,
No, your childhood traumas definitely, play a part in that, of course. But
the where the moon was when at the minute I was born. What if my mom just was like, I'm going to take a break from pushing for a second, and then I was born 2 minutes later, my whole personality would be different?
maybe an element of it would be.
I don't know. I think we're all creatures of our environment.
I think there's like a mix.
Oh, okay. I didn't know we were getting racial, but let's go.
I think there's a mix of it all.
Okay.
I think so. I think like astrology is just one way to understand like a little bit more about yourself.
Maybe there's some truth to that. Maybe it's just like there's a little bit of Christianity, a little bit of Buddhism.
I think that.
A little bit of veganism.
I think that 100%.
Yeah.
Like I have my beliefs, but I like refuse to believe that like my amazing Jewish friends are not going to, like I can't.
Yeah,
I will like absolutely not believe that.
Yeah.
So like I don't know if that doesn't make me a Christian, but like I can't believe. I just believe
Yeah.
that whatever whatever you believe is what happens for you. That's like really what I think.
Well, the thing that's been shaking me up recently is I saw some kind of documentary where it had like 9 different texts from different continents.
Mm-hmm.
There's not 9 continents. We know that. Maybe you don't. But
No, aren't there 17?
yeah, there's 36
Okay, perfect.
continents. Anyway, they all have the same flood story of Noah.
See?
And it's like, okay, so there was a Japanese Noah, there was an African Noah, there's a South American Noah. It's like, come on. Like, there can't just be one thing happening here. We're in the Matrix, basically.
Or it just like all happened in one spot. Just expanded out.
Oh, yeah. And then everybody just went to different countries and wrote the Noah story in different languages. That also could have happened, probably.
Probably, right? They're like, damn, did you see Noah? I'm going to go tell my friends about Noah.
Are you Irish?
No, I'm not. I actually did 23andMe, and I'm not Irish. I'm a little Irish, but I'm Scottish and English and...
Can you do the Scottish accent?
Scottish accent? No. Like, all I can say is, doesn't she say, I'm shooting for my own hand?
What is that from?
I think from Brave, where she's like, I'm shooting for my own hand.
Yeah, clear. Would you be concerned if I had just watched Brave as a single adult?
I would be very, like, if you were like, oh yeah, Brave, I love it.
And then when she said...
she does this, I'd be like...
And then in Elsa in Frozen
do you know it's Frozen 2? Yeah.
Yeah.
They do something, like, they're sprinkling crack in those shows, because every kid's obsessed with fucking Frozen.
Yeah, it's the musical of it all, I think.
Yeah.
My buddy works for the record label that puts out the soundtracks to all the Disney. It's part of. He works for Disney.
Yeah.
But so they.
Thank you for that. I was like so confused. I was so confused. Oh my god!
I was not trying to mansplain.
Explain it.
Well, it's not called Disney Records. It's called Hollywood Records. All right. I have a new opener where I start just telling the crowd how incredibly hot they are, and then I'm like, you guys are so good looking. I can't believe you're here. You guys are fucking amazing, so gorgeous. And then I turn to somebody in the front row and I go, that's called pandering. And then I turn to someone else and I go, and that's called mansplaining. Is that funny?
Yeah, that's funny.
Okay,
that's funny.
I'll do it now.
That's funny.
What were we talking about?
Pandering.
This is
and
your show. You got to keep it going.
Pandering, mansplaining. So you were talking about your friend that it's wild.
My
he works
God.
at Hollywood Records, but is working for Disney at the same time though too.
We had a clip about mansplaining last time. I can't mansplain to you twice in 2 episodes in a row.
I know.
I mean, I can. I shouldn't. I got to cut this out.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to do like 4 hours to cut it down.
Should you just explain why not? Like, just so we can all know why you should not.
Because when a man says something,
when he says,
oh my God.
I used to, for the longest time when I was with my ex, he loved to mansplain, and I didn't realize that it was mansplaining. I was
intentionally.
Like, yeah, and I was just like, oh, he's so cute. He just like wants me to understand what's going on. And then I realized, like, oh no, he just figured this out. Like, he figured out whatever he just figured out and is telling me about for the first time. Like, I'm watching him have a realization. This isn't mansplaining. I'm just watching realizations. Like,
babe, did you know
that the Illuminati? I mean, he got deep into the Illuminati.
Oh shit!
He watched. Which one was that one that came out that was like
National Treasure?
No, it was the documentary, and it was like all about the Illuminati and like the Reagans.
Oh.
And like
wait, there was a
and
was it
then
recently?
Like the Roosevelt, like yeah, it was a no. This was like back in like 2012.
Oh,
this was like back when I was in college still, and I remember he was like so into it, and he was into weather manipulation. He was like talking all about weather manipulation.
Oh,
and like
did you call him when the Chinese weather balloons came over?
Yeah, no.
When was the last time you talked to him? What's his name and Social Security?
Social Security is 759-810.
Oh,
but
795-810.
589.
Brian, I know Brian.
Brian's awesome, right? I sadly talked to him just recently though.
Did you really?
Yeah, I'm bad at setting boundaries. So like whenever someone will text me, I'll like always feel guilty not responding to them, and I feel like it's rude.
So you don't change anybody's name in your phone to no?
I have tried. I've said no. It's not like, it's anything, but sometimes I feel like sometimes when you even respond to somebody, it like can kind of, but for me, I'm just like, hope you're doing well.
Yeah.
Type of thing. But yeah.
It's
never good when it leads with, what's your Snapchat? And then he was like, oops.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to say that. I shouldn't have said that. This is what I really wanted to say. And then sent like a whole thing. And I was like,
this has happened to you many times before.
Yeah.
People go, what's your Snap? And then they tell you how they really feel so no one can find it.
No, like this is no. Like he was like just trying to have an end to like start a conversation. Then he was like, oh, that was stupid. I shouldn't ask what your Snapchat is. Like I wanted to say this. Oh. And this is what I want to say. Does that make sense?
It does now.
Yeah.
Thank you for explaining it to me.
Yeah. I'm so excited that we've turned the tables.
I honestly didn't understand what the fuck was happening.
You were like, what's actually happening?
Yeah, because...
You're like, he's expressing himself through Snap, so no one knows, which could have been his plan all along.
And the reason
or
I
he
said
could have
that
sent me like a photo, which I would not have had the energy
of anything,
yeah, I don't want a photo of anything.
or specifically
Of anything.
Yeah.
I don't even want a selfie. Like, don't send me a selfie.
No.
Like an ex, I do not want to see a selfie. Don't send me anything. Yeah, preferably not.
Do you have an ex that you do want to hear from? Yeah, you got one.
We all have that one that we're like,
the guy that wrote the letter to Steve Martin.
"Wait, there he is. I miss him already.
Yeah.
That's actually my boyfriend. I don't know.
Sick.
Sick.
I hope his name is Steve also.
I do too. I hope his name is Steve. I can't remember what the name was.
Well, you're going to have to look it up.
I
Will
know.
you send me a picture of
I'm
it
gonna
with
send
his
you a
address?
picture.
I'll put it on the show.
I'm gonna send not his address, but I'm gonna send you a picture of the letter.
Let's dox him.
I literally, and I told my guy friend, he was like, yeah, I think that's a sign you need to fucking write your script and fast.
Yeah, you totally
Time's
do.
ticking. Time is ticking.
Well, I always wanted, God, I was about to say Robert Downey Jr. He's too young to play my dad. Robert De Niro
yes.
to play my father, but Sebastian Maniscalco just beat me to it this past 2 weekends ago.
Fucking beat you to the punch.
Yeah, and I haven't even started the outline to my movie.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the story's about.
Yeah, but you're like, he's gonna be my dad.
Yeah,
He can play another dad.
I need a dad.
Don't we
Well,
all?
I mean, he just
Don't
had a
we
kid.
all? He's ready. He's actually daddy right now.
Yeah. I wonder, has anybody ever adopted a 40-year-old?
I think it's totally happened.
Yeah.
I think it's totally
Let's
could
go,
happen.
De Niro. I need a daddy.
That would be great.
Not a daddy.
Yeah, you're the one that said it.
I did.
Isaac needs a daddy, so
I
hit
saw
him
this.
up. Hit up Isaac because he needs a daddy.
I do. I need a daddy. I need a
needs a
daddy that's into
daddy.
feet stuff.
Yeah, I want a zaddy.
What's a zaddy?
It's like a sexier daddy.
Okay.
It's a zaddy.
I don't think I could picture you with an unsexy daddy.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes I go for like I kind of sometimes like him like a little
Gross? Unhoused?
unhomed, murderistic.
He's bringing to parties. And he's just like,
Hey, he's kind of weird, but
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like someone that no one else will like.
right, he's mine, ladies.
I like him really ugly because no one else will take him from me.
Oh my God. Have you heard of plumping
Is that where you make your man fat?
or woman?
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
It kind of, I think that sometimes happens though, just in general, when you like fall in love. And then
Yeah.
depending upon like, for me, if I'm gonna like, my love language is cooking. So like I'm gonna cook a lot.
Yeah.
And so like, you're gonna get a little fat.
I think when people get married, they're like, well,
Yeah.
who am I trying to impress?
Yeah, I think that can happen. And you're just comfortable.
Yeah.
You know, you're like, I'd rather sit on the couch.
I'd rather go the opposite way, though. It's like, well, if I got to be stuck with this lady forever, might as well get in the gym.
Get in this gym.
I got to get in this
Get
gym.
in this gym.
I got to get these abs back.
Get that gym life going.
Yeah.
There's always
Got
the
that
like,
Lululemon life.
gotta get that Lululemon life. If you showed up to the gym in Lululemon yoga pants, I'd die.
Why? Guys wear Lululemon all the time.
But not like the tight yoga pants, do they?
I don't know. I've been in a Lulu store once,
Yeah.
and I just did not feel comfortable.
You didn't feel comfortable. You didn't feel in your element.
I couldn't
You
tell.
probably
the
could have met a
difference
daddy
between-
there.
I could have met a daddy there.
Yeah.
Not currently looking for a daddy or zaddy.
Yeah.
What's the zaddy version of a woman?
I guess maybe what's like the in between? Where is like the in between of a cougar? Because I feel like
Oh yeah.
it would be like the step down from or not a step down from a cougar, but just like in a different category of like a cougar
yeah.
or like.
Where did this cougar start? 40?
I think so, right? Would it
Yeah.
be 40?
I think it's 40 with an age gap, though. It can't be 40 dating 39.
No, that's definitely not cougaristic at all.
No.
It's got to be a young one, right? Like in the 20s.
I guess, like we
Yeah.
were just talking about before.
Oh yeah, for sure,
Yeah.
sure. Perfect age for that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Why is it cool when an older lady dates a younger guy, but it's like kind of creepy when a 40-year-old dates a 20-year-old?
I think it's just
Male.
because of the gender. That's like the gender roles are reversed.
Yeah.
We're so used to seeing it one specific way,
Mm-hmm.
and so I think when you see it the other, there's women. Like that's what you feel when you see it. You're like, good, someone's
Yeah.
getting it.
That's right.
Someone's getting it.
Yeah. I thought of a question for you on the way over here, and I'm going to try and remember it.
Oh, okay, perfect. Let's do.
Oh, yes. Would you rather, this is a
Okay.
two-parter. Would you rather marry for love and be broke? Mm-hmm. So this is your perfect man. Picture him on the white horse and everything.
Yeah.
Got the big pecs and the gray hair or
Yeah.
white hair or whatever you like. blonde hair. Could be blonde hair. I would start to describe myself.
It looks just like me.
Yeah, anyway.
Wearing all black, white tennis shoes.
And be poor. Be poor. You could only eat like maybe like one or two things, right?
Oh my God.
Or marry someone that you hate, but you could eat anything you want.
Well, I really like food, so I'd probably make that one.
Yeah.
I don't know though. Like, it just is like, that sounds like really, like, honestly,
improbable.
Either like what, that sounds very unhealthy. Like,
yeah.
Not being getting everything you wanted, but like you only get to eat two things.
Yeah, and it's two things you don't like. It's like mayonnaise.
Yeah, that's like anything
trout.
with mayonnaise and trout. Like, come on, no.
It's mayonnaise trout
Yeah,
for life.
absolutely not.
Just to sustain yourself, but you also get to live with Gary for the rest of your life. Or Todd, or whatever his name is.
I think I would almost be like, okay, then I'll live with someone I hate, and then I'll hopefully like meet Gary out in the real world, and we'll just,
you cheating?
I mean, if I have to eat mayonnaise trout for the rest of my fucking life, poor as shit with fucking Greg.
Did you think you would ever say that sentence?
No, but like, I'm sorry, I love, but not that much.
Nope, I made it this far without it.
I mean, are we living in a tent? That seems about what it is.
No.
Eating mayonnaise sandwiches.
Mayonnaise trout.
Sandwiches.
Mayonnaise.
I know. I even threw it up just because I was like, okay, let's throw a sandwich in there.
I told you about my thing about white stuff, right?
And how you love it.
No, I don't eat white condiments.
Really?
Yeah, I'll only eat mayo the day after Thanksgiving on a turkey sandwich, but I don't eat mayo, sour cream, ranch, a blue cheese. I don't eat white stuff.
You're kind of missing out on a lot.
On
like
the worst smelling things on the planet.
Ranch is delicious.
No,
I will
it's
say
not.
mayonnaise is that's debatable.
Miracle Whip on the outside of a grilled cheese necessity.
Japanese mayo is delicious.
Whoa. Cut that part out, please.
It's a little sweeter. It's delicious.
It's a little sweeter?
It's a little bit sweeter. It's so nice.
Okay, no, racist and sizist.
A little sweeter. A little sweeter.
What's did you have it in Japan?
No, you can get it online. Yeah, you get it. I saw it on TikTok and I was like, I need that.
You can get whatever you want online.
You can literally do whatever you want.
Yeah.
And it was fantastic. But yeah, so no white stuff for you.
Mm-mm.
So that's probably good.
Oh, you hear that?
Yeah. I know I was going to say something, but
look, some lady's picking out the dress that she's going to wear for the rest of her one day life.
I love
that didn't make sense. Yeah, she's going to...
Is this a wedding shop?
It's a dress shop, so it could be like a quinceanera or
Oh, so it's a moment in time.
Yeah.
They're having...
That's their showroom, and then this is their fitting room. And there's literally a window right here because they have a window on their side, so I could get sunlight, but I blacked it out.
You're like, I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like my soul.
Your soul is completely
Can't let
blacked out.
light into a room.
What would you rather do? Would you rather be with Greg, in love, poor,
yeah, probably
eating
Greg.
mayonnaise trout, or someone you hate, and
I like food.
rich and whatever you want to eat? Is that what it is, or are you still poor with the other person?
Poor with the perfect person?
Yeah, no, poor with
think
with the shitty person.
Well, see, that wouldn't have been a fair question at all because no one would take being poor and with the person they hate. So it's got to be the person that you love and poor, or somebody you hate with money.
Yeah.
And I would go, I don't know. I mean, I've been relatively poor my whole life. So
there's a difference between, like, when you're saying poor, I'm thinking poor, and sometimes poor is real tough.
Yeah, that's also true.
If like if we're talking true poverty,
I definitely have.
Like where you can't meet bills and stuff like that. That's some real shit.
Yeah, that's not fun. And I've definitely like gone on dates or hooked up with people that I wasn't in love with. So I think I could, for money, marry someone that I wasn't like whatever. As long as I was comfortable for the rest of my life.
But it's tough though, because are you really comfortable? You like hate this person if they're.
I think I'm like you, and I would step out. And
I would just be like, let's get separate houses since we have so much money.
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. I want my own room when I get married.
You want your own room when you get married?
I want my own room.
I think that's a respectable thing.
Because I have an adjustable bed and I like to sleep like a slightly elevated, and I don't want to get the little split one where like they can lay flat and I can sit up.
What if you meet someone that loves to sit up like you, like a vampire?
Fucking doubt that's going to happen, but...
And you're like, listen, I have some lines here. I sleep upright.
That's how I sleep.
You refuse. You refuse to have the...
Well, right now I only have a queen, so if I did the split, it'd have to be a king. I want to get a king anyway.
Yeah.
Because I'm a king myself.
Yes, he is.
That's right. I don't know. Would you be like, I'm not doing that 2-room thing. Because I think sleep is so important. Because we work odd hours.
Yeah.
And I want blackout curtains. I want to be able to sleep from like 3 to 10. You know what I mean? I don't want to get up when the sun comes up. Mm-hmm. I want to get up when you have to go to work.
Yeah. I mean, I think it could work. I think it could work. I think I feel like there's a lot of things that people do to make marriages work.
Yeah. Plus, everybody gets separate rooms when they get older anyway.
They do. I mean, I know my mom sleeps in a separate room.
Yeah.
Because she like has like specific things that she likes in her, like for her bed to be like, and she's like, he won't do it, and he snores. I feel like that's the big reason why a lot of people leave the rooms is because people snore.
Yeah, that's why I sit.
Yeah, that's why you have to sleep erect.
Well,
like,
I mean, I sleep sitting
mask?
up. I own one. I don't use it.
No. Do you ever feel like you need it?
All the time, every 2 minutes.
Why don't you use it then? Is it a pride thing?
It feels like it's forcing air up both sides of my nose.
Yeah.
And then it comes out of my mouth, and it just feels like.
You're like.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I have to get really, really high to fall asleep wearing the sleep mask.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it definitely, when I've seen it, I'm like, that looks like you are at the dentist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, I think I can fix it with other things.
Yeah. Like sleeping.
Like if I lost 30 pounds, my neck wasn't fat, I probably wouldn't choke on myself when I'm sleeping at night. Like if I wasn't mildly obese.
You're not, though.
Dude,
You're not.
Like, look at a picture of people from like the 60s and then look at a picture of like the general populace now. People overall, all of us, no offense, except you, everybody but you is definitely bigger than they would have been.
No,
before,
I don't know. I'm definitely bigger than what I would.
GMOs and cornstarch and stardust and.
Yeah, but shit tastes good.
Yeah, it does.
Shit tastes good. Food is good.
We don't have anything to compare it to. We've been eating that shit our whole lives. Like, we don't know what real food tastes like.
I do. I will say, like, when you go to Europe, I feel like the food just tastes so much better.
Yeah, because it doesn't.
So much better.
It doesn't have ant spray on it.
There's a lot of ant spray going around.
Do you eat and cook organic here?
Yeah.
Does that taste better?
I think it does. But I still think that sometimes even certain things that say they're certified, it just depends on if you're actually getting, like, sometimes they do it all in the same.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
they're just picking all the tomatoes out of a bin. They're just, let's put these in the organic section. Yeah.
They're fucking liars. Dude. No, but you could kind of tell by the way, you can tell by how long it lasts. The ones that you get that aren't organic.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about food. Like,
got it.
The longer that, if you get organic versus non-organic stays better for longer because of the preservatives in it. So like your strawberries will be there for longer, but it's just sprayed, with all the crazy shit.
God forbid the strawberries don't make it.
No.
This is why I want to buy a farm, because I want to know where all my food comes from. I want to grow all my own food.
Yeah, I love that in retrospect. But it definitely seems like
a lot of work.
Yeah. But it would be definitely worth it. But you need, like, I want Kim Kardashian's fucking farm that she's got going on at her place.
So you wouldn't get your hands dirty.
Huh?
You don't want to do the farming. You want someone to do the farming for you.
Probably. I mean, I hate to be that bitch, but yeah, probably. I'd probably like go and like water a couple of them, but I'm talking about if I have a whole farm, I'm not going to be like getting on my tractor. But I don't see myself as a tractor girl, to be quite honest with you.
Okay. You're more of maybe a cattle rancher then.
Oh yeah, all the way.
Yeah.
Come from a long line of cattle ranchers.
Do you really?
No.
It's possible. You're from Texas.
Yeah. No, I don't. I like, no.
We're not getting dirty.
Not cattle ranch. No, I also too, I love horses, but I got a lot of speeding tickets in college.
On horses?
No, listen, I got a lot of speeding tickets. And so I had to do volunteering at a horse place.
Oh.
And I had to like clean stables. And I just remember always being like, please don't kick me. Please don't kick me.
Oh, I'm so scared of getting kicked by a horse.
Like I would have to go in and like do all the things. And I was like, this is.
All of the things?
Yeah, shove your hands up their ass. No,
okay, that's where you're going?
No, I didn't do that.
Wow.
But just
horse ass hand shoving.
Yeah, and then like they like were like, help me like change the
hooves?
That
Horseshoes.
Scared the shit out of me, but
yeah.
Having to hold
But
it.
when you can like tap one and that just gives you its leg,
which is very cool.
Don't you feel like a magician?
100%.
Or like a wizard?
Yeah, but then I'm just like, what if I tap it a little too hard?
Well, it'd be the last thing you do.
I once knew a girl got her titty bit off by a horse.
Titty bit?
Yeah, nipple bit off. She had to do reconstructive surgery.
We got a titty biter.
I've never been the same around horses ever since I heard that story.
Mean,
my titties, I'm always just like, No, thank God. I would never bounce back from that. But like, yeah.
Depends on the titty.
Bit her titty off. Bit the titty right off. I was like,
bitter titty off is the funniest thing I have ever heard.
like, oh my God. Like for the longest time, because I went to summer camp and I spent a lot of time around horses in my life. And I like for a long time, I was like, don't let them near your titties. Don't let these horses near the titties.
They'll bite your goddamn titty off.
They'll bite that titty right clear off.
Oh my God. How old were we when this happened?
This was, I think that this happened to my sister's friend. I think she was at the time like 15, 14. So.
Moving right along. I don't need to be talking about no 15-year-old titties.
I know, yeah.
That might not even be legal.
To talk about
15-year-old titties? I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't even want to know what the gray area is on that.
Yeah, move on from the titties. But yeah, she got her titty bit off. Or breastises.
Breastises is funny.
But yeah. So horses, intimidating.
So no horses on
Majestic.
your farm.
Yeah. No, I mean, I would totally have them. I think they're stunning. But once again, I'll brush them and everything, but I'm not cleaning the poop and stuff.
Okay.
I don't really like even with animals, that's one of the big things. I love animals, but I do not like
poop.
Yeah, and when I see owners so comfortable with their dog shit bags, I'm like,
yeah, that's why.
Like I'll be with friends and we'll be on a walk and like they'll pass even trash cans and they're just swinging it around. I'm like, you're so comfortable with that, it's disturbing to me.
Yeah.
And I know you love your dog and your dog's amazing, but like you're holding shit.
Most people's dogs are not amazing though, and that's the owner's fault.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I come from a long line of people who dogs were crazy wild.
This is the second long line you've talked about.
Yeah, this is a long line.
I don't come from a very long line. I come from a pretty short line.
I come from a long line of people that didn't have very well behaved dogs.
Are all your Scottish people from Texas?
I have no idea. We're more like Midwest.
Which is mid.
Just like that mid. Like Missouri, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're moving to Austin.
I'm not moving to Austin, but I'm definitely going to be in Austin a lot. I love Austin.
So you're going to have a place in Austin?
I might. I have like 3 friends of mine who have like 3-bedroom homes and they're like, you can just stay.
Wow.
And I'm like, I'll definitely like, throw you cash and all the things, but not bad for a minute.
Balling like that.
They're balling like that.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can ball way harder in Austin.
Yeah, you can. Well, no, they were telling me though that it's changed though too. Like they were telling me some of the numbers on apartments, and I was like, wow, that sounds pretty comparable to what it is in LA.
But for buying, like if you're willing,
you're buying a home. But even there, their housing market isn't the same. Still,
it's gone up, but it ain't half what it is here.
Yeah, and you're getting way more.
Yeah,
you're getting so much more.
Yeah, well, everything's bigger in Texas.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
That's right.
But yeah, definitely like.
I was talking to a couple comics the other day. And they're all thinking about going in on like a 3-bedroom or something.
Yeah.
And then just keeping a Google Calendar and be like, well, I'll be there this weekend. I'll be here that weekend.
I've heard about that.
Yeah.
I had somebody that was like, maybe we should do it. And he said like 10 comedians, 15. And I was like, it's going to be a real check and balance system with that.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to be in charge of cleaning that place.
No, you wouldn't. You'd have to have it'd have to be, it's almost like an Airbnb situation where after every person leaves, there's like someone that comes in and cleans it. And
not to be sexist, but I think there should be one for the guys. Mm-hmm. Just keeping everything above board, because one for the ladies and one for the dudes.
Mm-hmm. I'm down for that. I think that's
for
good.
Hygiene purposes and for all the other reasons.
Toilet seat.
Yeah, I was gonna go with sexual impropriety, but yeah, toilet seats.
Yeah, no, comics don't have sex with each other.
They don't?
No.
It makes me feel better. It's not just me.
It's not just me.
Yeah. I'm out there not getting laid like everybody else.
Like everybody else.
Yeah, that's right.
People out here fucking.
Yeah, I'm getting laid not as much as everybody else.
That happens sometimes.
Yeah.
That happens sometimes. But I think a fucking Austin's the best.
It is.
I really like Austin.
I went there in October for the F1 race.
Ooh, okay.
Right after I talked to you.
Oh, yeah. And how was that?
It was all right. I didn't see any comedy.
Yeah.
The mothership wasn't open yet. And the race is like an hour and a half outside of Austin.
Yeah.
So you go and you get on a bus and you wait.
Yeah.
So I didn't see a lot of it. But the barbecue, I went to Terry Black's just for the sticker.
Yeah, so good. So good. The food there is good.
It is good.
The food's there is
I would
good.
get fat. I would be a fat comedian in Austin.
Yeah, I think that I could still be a fat comedian out here in LA. There's still good food out in LA. There's some good shit.
It is good.
Mm-hmm. I really like food though.
What's your favorite restaurant out here right now?
Right now, I mean, my all-time favorite is Izakaya. It's sushi, and I love it. And
Okay.
there's one in Studio City and Sherman Oaks.
That's
and
the original one.
Yeah, and I really love that place.
Okay.
And that's probably like, I'm always down to go there.
All right.
Always down.
Has that been your favorite restaurant the whole time you lived here?
Pretty much. Like my go-to. It's definitely not the best restaurant that there is out in LA. But
Okay, well, what is the best restaurant that there is? Because for a long time I thought it was Mastro's.
Yeah.
And then I talked to somebody and they were like, oh, honey, no.
What did they say?
I don't remember the name, but there's places in and around and near like Fairfax and all that stuff near Mastro's. That's like, oh, this popped up yesterday and Chef Marquand Bapu plays. Like, and he'll only be here for a half a minute and reservations are $10,000 and go fuck yourself. And I'm like, well, that's not even on my radar.
Yeah, no, that's not on my radar. Okay. I'm not at that price point yet where I'm like, yeah, I'll spend X amount of money on food.
Yeah. Do you think it's mandatory when you become a celebrity that you have to eat out every night?
Yeah.
Because why not?
Because also too, like, who's calling the paparazzi on you so you're seen? I feel like some of
Would
those
you
people
call them
do
on
that.
yourself?
I think a lot of people do.
Really?
Yeah.
Because every time I work in or around with paparazzi, they give me their card and like, hey, if you ever want to tip me off, I'll give you good money.
Yeah, 100%. People tip them off. Their group tips them off.
Yeah.
I think they sometimes tip them off so that like if they have a cute outfit, then it can be in a magazine.
I'm going to bleep these names, but I'm going to say them to you.
Yeah.
I took the first picture of kissing
No, you
head to toe.
didn't.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah, I'm going to bleep this number too. They offered me a for it.
Did you give it to him?
Mm-mm.
Why?
Because the company I was working for that day was my best friend's company, and I worked a lot. A big percentage of my year when I was freelance was working for him.
Yeah.
That would have been 3 years of working for him, like the amount of money that I would have made.
Yeah.
That he closed the company like 3 months later. I didn't sell the picture, and it was out. And like nobody.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Were you just being loyal? Mm-hmm. Which, loyal's good.
Fuck that dude. Now I want the money.
I know. You're
what
like,
I'm saying? Like, give
you
me the
guys want to
cash.
see the first one, though?
Yeah, on an iPhone 7.
Oh my God. I remember when
or 4.
So where were you?
In Hollywood at a soundstage. She was filming and she was like, oh, my friend so-and-so's coming. And I was like, it better not be the brr. And she was like, ha 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 ha.
And it was.
And it was.
Stop. So it was kind of, would it have been like a breach of your contract if you had sold the pictures?
No, there was, back then we weren't doing NDAs at work because
Yeah.
everybody having a camera on them was kind of new.
Yeah. Yeah. Because now you have to do it.
Mm-hmm. You're not getting anywhere without signing an NDA now.
Yeah. I remember one time we were very smart, but like I was in high school and they wouldn't let us backstage for Chris Brown unless we had our IDs and signed an NDA.
Yeah, you told me about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were like, we didn't have
Wasn't
IDs.
some lady's mom like, go ahead and have fun?
Yeah, she was like, go have fun, girls. Go do it. Go back there. She had no idea.
Do you feel like you have it? Like the it factor. Do you feel like you have the it to be a celebrity and like a mega famous comedian?
I think that everyone who's doing it thinks they have a little bit of it. Or
Well, I
everyone
try
who's
if you
doing
don't think
it.
you have the it.
What did you say? Yeah, I think that everybody does. Do I think like there's certain parts of it that I don't think I might have?
Oh, really?
Of like, there's just certain elements where I'm like, I don't know. I'm not like, there's certain things I don't really want to do, but like.
Oh, but unwillingness to do something doesn't mean that you don't have the special it to do it.
Yeah.
Like if you wanted to do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
What is it that you don't think that, what is it that you don't want to do?
Or I think more so, I do think that I think I have it, but I also too have like really bad imposter syndrome.
Well, how so?
Just like, I like.
You don't think you deserve it?
No, not even deserve it. I think that sometimes I think like, can I do it? Am I good enough? That's the type of thing that I think.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I have recently started having thoughts of, do I want to do the volume of work that it takes to maintain being that? So, because just like we talked about earlier, putting out all that content, trying to constantly think of ideas and jokes, like the people that are absolutely crushing it and moving the most tickets are cranking out the most content.
Tons of content.
And it's not a coincidence.
No, not
So
at all.
I've been recently going like, do I even want to work that hard? Or do I want to go somewhere and get a job?
It's hard to say.
That's like, what
It is a lot of work.
yeah, like getting a job would be like 40 hours a week.
I work like 54 hours a week
Jesus
on a day,
Christ.
at a day job and do what I do.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because you're a single mother of 5.
I have to keep my kids fed.
I just pictured you in scrubs because I'm looking you in
I
the
know,
face,
right?
but now
Right.
this looks
So,
like
I'm
scrubs.
telling. Did you know I'm a nurse?
Are you really your social media nurse?
I'm a social media nurse. I'm like, tell me your problems. Tell me what you're feeling.
I'll tweet about it.
Let me get your heart rate from here.
From here?
Virtually.
Oh, I was like, what is this? Virtual heartbeats.
Virtual heartbeats.
Oh, that should be the name of your company.
Yeah.
You should put it on the side of your van.
Virtual heartbeats.
Yeah.
I just Zoom with people. That's all.
That's right.
That's it.
From a van.
From a van.
That would be funny.
Just sit there like, I need you. I'll be right there.
Step on it. We got another one.
We got someone that needs me.
Yeah. They need those virtual heartbeats.
We need to know. Hot takes.
We used to end on a speed round of questions, but I didn't write any new ones for this season.
Yeah. Let me hear something. That's something.
Oh. Let's do a heavy. Let's do something.
I like heavy.
Deep. Let's do
like heavy.
What's the heaviest guy you've ever dated?
Oh, the heaviest guy I've ever dated.
Oh, I thought you said heavy.
I have dated. I once dated a very chubby guy. I didn't know that we were on a date, but he brought me flowers, and it was very sweet sunflowers.
Can you mentally reset when you like, oh shit, guy thinks it's a date? Can you regroup to like entertain whether it would be a date?
I was definitely not going to be a date for me, but he was very nice. But just
he was too big. So you're a sizist?
Not a sizist, but there just wasn't chemistry. I thought he was a nice guy, but there just wasn't. You just have chemistry with someone or you don't.
Yeah.
So it's just like I'm not mad at a chubby guy. Okay. I like chubby guys. They feed you. You know, like I like it. I'm not mad at it. Right. But like
a Kevin James type chubby?
Yeah, I mean, if his jokes were right and he like made me feel good and he had like a vibe.
If he's like, babe, I got pizza again.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my god.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, and if he was, there's other things that but like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm not mad at it, but I'm not like actively seeking that. I want him like Kevin James and nothing other.
Like Kevin, come on in, Kevin.
But I think Kevin's cute. I like Kevin James.
You can't be like that much of a goofball and not be cute, right?
Yeah, no, and he's about a personality. I mean, it's all about the swag because some people just, I'm all about the swag. When someone has like something like just.
Did you see his last hour?
No, I need to see it.
It's clean.
It's clean, really?
Yeah. And it's super funny. And you don't even realize it's not clean to where it was like, wow, I was going to church the other day.
Totally.
It was like, he just doesn't swear the whole time.
Yeah.
And it's very funny.
And it's probably about family stuff, huh? Is it family?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I just remember it was clean.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of specials out right now.
Tons.
When's your special coming out?
Probably in like 2 years.
Okay. Do you have an hour?
I have now like 45.
Let's shoot that.
But it needs work.
Okay, work on it.
It needs work.
Does it need work like your clips need work?
Yeah, 100%.
If I worked 55 hours at my other job a week, I'd smoke the shit out of some weed too. I'm not hating on you.
I mean, it's like not all the time, but I've had some times. But then also too, then I have times where I work 30 hours in a week.
Are you bragging?
No.
It was 30 better than 55? You know how you have, what's it called? Backwards words?
No, but sometimes up.
I got backwards numbers.
Yeah.
I don't know which is better.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But no. But 30 hours is better because then you have more time to do other things.
To smoke weed.
Got more time for the weed smoke.
There you go. I like how you look right in your camera every time. You know how to clip shit. You're like, yeah. Every time you go into that LD voice, you're like, I gotta smoke that weed. Yeah. You got your media training in. Yeah, that's why I said, hey. Uh-huh. You got your taglines going. Hell yeah, dude.
The tags. Oh my God. Was there anything else?
Oh, no. Do you have to go? I'm sorry. I kept you.
I have nothing.
Oh, I thought you were like, will that be all?
Are we finished?
See, you're doing it again.
Are we done? I have weed to smoke. All right.
Oh, you could have smoked it in here. Well, you could not have smoked it in here, but we could have smoked.
I know. I was going to smoke. But I did actually smoke before I came, but I
couldn't tell.
I tried to wait so that I wasn't like super high. So I'm just like, because I might not have contributed.
Oh, that is the
much.
worst.
Yeah, so that's why I was like, I'm not gonna really get.
Oh my God, that is when you're sitting there trying to have a sober conversation with a stoned person.
Mm-hmm. Like, but if you're both stoned, I mean, then the episode's bomb because you guys can go to like so many different places.
That's why all those Comedy Store podcasts work because they just sit there and blaze out.
Yeah.
And they're very funny.
Yeah, Austin, there's a lot of weed. I didn't realize there was going to be so much weed.
Yeah, it's is it only legal in the city of Austin? Because it's not legal in the state of Texas.
No, I don't think it's legal I don't think it's legal in Austin at all.
I have a side hustle that we should start doing.
Are you propositioning drug dealing?
Nope. But if we definitely happen to show up in Austin with California weed once a month.
Then I'm like, hey.
You got any stage time for Kush?
I can't fly with that shit. I get scared.
It's only a 25-hour drive.
Yeah.
You fly. Meet me there.
Yeah, I will not be driving, but go for the drive.
Yeah, we got to be the sales rep.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to be the face.
I'm a good salesperson. I'll sell some stuff.
Do you think people in Austin have enough money to pay like LA prices for weed and with a markup? Like
I don't even know. I don't even know what the market is out there for how much it costs. I don't even know. I just buy baby Jeters, so I don't even really know how much weed costs. I just know how much my baby Jeters cost, and that's all
what you smoke here.
Yes, that's all I smoke.
Is that a pre-roll?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Are
they the little ones or the big ones?
Yeah, they're little and they're so cute. And they have flavors, which I'm sure are killing me. But
okay. It's like Derek Jeter?
Like Derek, oh my God, when my mom came to visit, she came and saw, she had never seen me do stand-up. And so I produced the show at the Improv in the lab. And she was there. And I was like, you know what I really want to do with you, Mom? And she had never seen me do stand-up. So I was like, let's go smoke a Jeter outside. And so we went and smoked a Jeter. And she was like smoking it. And she was like, I once did this when I was 13. And I was like, you're smoking a Jeter? She's like, I'm not even high. And I'm like, Mom, it's a Jeter. You're high.
You will be.
And she was like Derek Jeter? Because she loves sports. She was like Derek Jeter. This is like Derek.
Is it his weed?
No.
Oh.
I mean, who knows? I've been smoking this whole time. It might be Derek, but I don't think it is. I think it's a coincidence. I just think it's a Jeter.
Little piece of
Derek.
So
good. Have you ever had a Jeter?
No.
Missing out on life.
I get way too high.
Yeah.
One hit and I'm like, I don't know my name or where to go or what to do.
Yeah.
I'm more of a drinker.
Yeah. I like to drink too, but I like smoking better. For sure.
Well, I should try it. I think sunsets would be nicer at the beach with
weed.
With weed.
Yeah, for sure.
Because nobody wants to be drunk at 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah. And I feel like it's hard to have people just like, I feel like someone drunk sitting still to watch the sunset might not happen.
Why do you have to sit still?
I don't know.
Are you thinking about like two people going to watch it together?
Yeah, just like.
Oh no, I'm a crazy guy. I'm just out there running down the beach with my shirt off.
You're like
it's another sunset. Can you believe it's happening
look at
again?
The sunset. So then, yeah, you can totally do that drunk and be happy.
Yeah, but then your night's over early. You don't want to be drunk at 8.
I love drinking early. That's my ideal.
Are you a day drinker?
Love to day drink and then get home, have my face washed, and I'm in bed by 10:30. I would be ideal.
What company do you hire to wash your face?
I wish I had a company.
Because you just said have it washed. But
have it washed. I do.
Like
I have it washed. Someone comes in and washes my face.
My face washer comes over.
Yeah, it's like, those whenever you're at like a speed race place.
Speed race place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They park the car and then they have the people that come out and change the wheels. That's what happens. But
Pit stop.
Pit stop
at
my bed.
Oh, I would want them to take their time. I'm not a fan of massages, but if someone would deep scrub my face for me, I would take it.
Really? Yeah. You need to go get a facial.
Yeah. Oh, that's what they call it.
Yeah. Your daddy could probably get you a facial.
Wow. Those are free.
Those are free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything I would rather do less.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can think of some things.
You can think of some things you would rather not do than a facial from a daddy.
Yeah, because some daddies not bad.
Okay, well, we're going to leave it on. We're going to put that in the very beginning of this episode. It's going to lead off with that. Then we're going to cut to your mom smoking weed. Then 15-year-old horse titty bites.
The horse titty bite. It was frightening.
Are we going back?
I'm not going to go back because I know she's 15.
We've already beat that horse.
Literally. That horse.
She's not 15 now.
No, but she's definitely walking around.
With one less titty.
With a fixed titty, but.
So she got one real titty and one fake titty?
I think she had to get the nipple tattooed on and stuff.
Tattooed?
Yeah, or sewn back on.
Yeah, you gotta. Do you know how to sew?
I do. I do, but not well. Like if I sewed something for you, you'd be like, was she blind?
Like I wouldn't wear pants that you made or anything.
No. Like, no. Maybe the ones like where I would iron on a patch. Like, hell yeah, that would be it.
Like, would they last long enough to make it through a whole play? Or like, they're not daily wears?
Yeah, it's definitely one of those ones that you wear like maybe once a month. But like, definitely can't be your go-to.
Looks like a Ken shirt. Like it just
it's just
cut
small.
out squares.
It's like there's no actual place for you to put it on. It's just like
you have to paint it on. LD, I could talk to you forever.
Vice versa.
Thank you for showing up stoned. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I try.
I'm insanely mad about that. Offended.
I definitely don't be offended.
Hey, there it is. There's the classic overreaction from LD. Nice.
Don't you dare.
And then I overreact on top of that. I used to do that as a trauma response in real relationships. If someone was bad and they raised their voice, I would just
go higher,
just go way crazier, and then they would forget about what I did.
Oh, so wait, so this was a little bit, did you just say gaslighting? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that sounds classic.
That's what that is.
Sounds like my last relationship.
I just mansplained gaslighting.
Gaslighting. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't need gaslighting explained to me.
Holy shit.
Oh my God.
I am going to be pinned as like a huge misogynist.
Thing where I would freak out and then I'd tell her like, no, you did that.
Yeah.
No, you actually did this. I think that you're actually telling me. I'm like, I'm reading Codependent No More right now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, did I already say that?
What if I had asked you? I should have just asked you, like, what does it say about that in Codependent No More? And you were like, how did you know I was reading that book?
How did you know? See, this is why I can't come to podcast stoned, because I don't remember what I've said.
You were holding it together so good for the first hour. Is that why we were getting all the gossip out?
That's why we were getting that's why we should have started. Next time you have me on, you got to start it right when I walk in, because that's the good juice.
Well, no, that's when we would have recorded all the shit talking.
Yeah, but we would have waited.
Shit talk after.
Yeah, we would have shit talked afterwards.
Yeah, and if you're wondering if it was you, it was. Yeah.
I just like to hear the information.
Yeah.
I don't really contribute.
But see, I also don't know I don't know super hot shit. I know what everybody knows.
The hot take. Mm-hmm. Yeah, what's being said on the streets.
Yeah, what's being said on the news.
Yeah, what's literally being written.
Yeah.
But I feel like I do have like a handful of, I have like maybe 2 comedy friends that like, they're the ones you get the juice from. Mm-hmm. They know everything.
Who are they?
I'm not saying. I'm not revealing my sources.
Is one of them in town from Vegas this week?
I am not saying anything, and I won't even acknowledge, because that's just not the way it works.
That would be ladylike.
Not the way it works. Your secrets are safe with me, so remember that when you tell me one.
They're not watching.
They're safe with me. Tell me them all.
This is a safe space.
This is a safe space. Tell me gossip.
And we're back to ASMR with LD.
Back to ASMR.
What's your nickname?
A lot of people call me LD.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Lore is one. I get a lot of lores.
Okay.
And then
they don't have the time.
Yeah, can't. Why? And then I have a lot of people that call me Low.
Low.
Mm-hmm.
Lodi.
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 Mm-hmm.
But I have L Doug.
L Doug.
I have some L Dougs.
I like L Doug.
I have some L Dougs.
L Doug's my favorite.
Yeah, one of my best guy friends. He'll always call me Low Doug.
Could I just call you Doug?
You could.
Or Delug.
I would prefer not that one.
How about Lug?
I don't like that one. That sounds like a load.
Oh. Okay.
And that makes me feel heavy.
Okay. All right, Doug.
All right, Doug. All right, Doug.
If you had a dog. Do you have a dog?
I don't. What would I name it?
Yeah.
I would name it Mushy.
Mushy Douglas?
Yeah.
Did you even think about the last name?
No, because it would not be that, because it would be my husband's name.
Oh, you should definitely keep your name.
I'm going to definitely keep my name.
You should always be Laurie Douglas.
Yeah.
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 Take it from me. I have rebranded myself.
Check it out.
You know that's not my real name.
Check it out. What's your real name?
I'm not going to say it it's on the first season. I'm not going to say it again.
Oh my God, you had to change mid-season?
No, this is season 3.
Oh, so season 1 you started. Yeah, what was your name?
I've got 400.
Did I know? Did I?
You didn't.
Yeah, because I met you when you were Isaac.
Well, technically, do you want to know the first time we met?
When was the first time?
You'll never remember. It was at HaHa.
It was at HaHa Valentine's Day. You took pictures on Valentine's Day.
Holy shit.
I have a really good memory. Even though I know that I've said some dumb shit on here, but like
I feel so special right now.
I remember, like, I don't remember fate. I don't remember people's names very well, but I can like remember when I met them, our conversation. Yeah.
Well, did I come off weird?
No, you were nice. You were cool.
Oh.
So you were a gaslighter. So you're a gaslighter. That's what you.
Oh, we're gonna pick it back up there.
Yeah. So you gaslight.
Let me tell you something.
Because we all. I think it's important to know what you do so that you can work on not doing it. But we all have little things that we do in relationships, or things that like
100%.
Because I know for me, like when I've realized that like I can be very insecure, and when I'm insecure, I'm triggered, and I'm not. I can't.
What's your trauma response to being triggered while being insecure?
I pull away, and I'm just like aloof and like. Hard to read and shut down.
Yeah, do you like stop responding to texts and calls and?
I'll always like try to respond a little bit, because I feel like if you're wanting them to talk to you and then you like don't like it's kind of that sort of gets a little muddy. But like I will if I feel like some insecurity, I will like reclude. I'll respond and stuff like that. But like, but if it triggers me too much to the point where like, then I'll be like, because if I feel like if I think that you're like cheating or something, I'll get down to the fucking bottom, and then it'll be. And I don't like me like that because I think that's too much energy to be expressing into one thing, especially when you already know what the fuck it is. It's like. I don't want to go down that energy, right? Like down that energy train.
Yeah. Plus, it's like, I mean, if you are in a relationship, like, how hard is it to be like, hey, I don't want to be in this relationship anymore before you go and fuck around with somebody 100%,
else? But I think that some people who cheat are cheating for something outside of whatever. They still want that person. They still want their cake and they want to eat it too.
Yeah, they want
like
the power.
So bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then I feel like as a person, when you're with someone who's like hardcore cheating, depending upon what's going on, I know some people that stay in it.
Yeah. 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 Sometimes you got to stay in for the kids.
Yeah. Staying for the kids.
Yeah.
But yeah, not a fan.
The only way to avoid that is to not have kids.
Yeah. And also just never get married.
That's true. See, I'll be okay if I never get married. But I do want the experience. Does that make sense? Like
you want a wedding. You want to feel pretty on your pretty wedding day.
I want to be the princess for the day.
I just want it to be my day. Is that too much to ask?
And then I want to do it near a river or an ocean and sail away on a yacht into the sunset. I think it would be great to have like a bachelor party where it's all about me. Mm-hmm. Anything that's all about me is kind of fun, right?
Anything that's about you is fun.
Yeah, but I'm also kind of structuring my whole life to make it the rest of it all about me every weekend that I go out on the road.
Yeah, 100%, as you should.
Yeah. Look at all these people looking at me.
Look at me. Look at me. This is my wedding day. You just show up like every show. You're just in like your...
Get a tuxedo.
Yeah.
Or a wedding dress.
I would love it if you were in a wedding dress.
I would love it if I was in a wedding dress too.
I think that you would feel so pretty.
Yeah, we got to go, dude.
Yeah.
I'd love to, I don't, whatever, come back. I love it.
Yeah.
This is great.
We
could do this every week if we wanted to.
Yeah, I'm down.
If you weren't working 55 hours a week and high all the time.
I kind of got confused. Like sometimes I don't work 54 hours a week. That's like me being a little dramatic. Sometimes that's like, I work like 60, 70 hours in 2 weeks. A year.
Oh, 2 weeks. That's great.
Sometimes I hit 50. I have hit 50 one time. I think I was just being a little
in 1 week.
Yeah. It was a busy day. It was a busy week.
Okay.
Busy work week.
Busy. Well, we got to get busy taking pictures.
Yes.
Plug all your stuff.
So I have a show out in Austin at the Sunset Strip, Cult Comedy, on July 6th. And then I have it, Cult Comedy again, August 5th at the Sunset Strip in Austin. Love for you to be there. And yeah, that's really
90% of this audience lives in Austin.
Fucking come out.
Yeah.
July 6th, Sunset Strip, Cult Comedy. Fucking fun. And then August 5th. Cult Comedy.
Why is it called Cult Comedy?
Because we have a lot of the same audience members that continue to come back.
Oh.
Yeah.
And it's you and Sam.
Me and Sam.
Well, I've never met.
Yeah, Sam's awesome. You'll love her. But yeah, you got to have her on here.
I should.
But yeah, it was kind of that. And then
she the one with the parrot?
Mm-hmm. You guys should do a parrot shoot.
Parachute?
Parachute. Parachute. Do a parachute. I said
just
parachute.
bring the bird.
Parachute. I'm always like, bring him up on the stage. Bring him up.
Oh my God, if she became the bird lady?
She would be able to go on America's Got Talent.
Well, the bird would be able to go.
No, they would be like a whole thing.
We have an in over there.
I think that we should get Sam on America's Got Talent.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Howie?
Let's go.
Howie Mandel just sat in the corner. The whole episode said nothing. That would be insane.
I know. I'd be like, come on, sir. Could have helped.
The only reason I'm wrapping this up is because it's so desperately late.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's wrap up.
I do appreciate your time.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here.
It was fun.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah.
I don't know why I made a fart noise. It's like, thanks for watching, everybody.
She's the Hulk.
Beast mode with LD.
Always.
How's your dad?
He's great.
Michael's
fabulous.
We just pick it back up from where we left off.
He hasn't been returning my phone calls, but he's just very busy with Catherine.
Yeah.